Alright guys, welcome to the Red Cup of March, the second of its kind. We are getting things started early, as apparently the teams cannot wait to get kicked off, so instead of going through our usual bracket stuff, we will just jump straight into our first game, just making sure everything is up and running. So we will see our number 8 seed Cold Hearted 2 going up against Dusky, our number 9. Let's jump right into the game, shazoom, and get this one all kinds of underway. So, because we got started so quickly, we haven't really had a chance to get into things as of yet, but welcome to the stream. And if you guys who are new, my name is Peter Counterfeit Hartnell, here to bring you all the Modern Combat 5 you can handle. Unfortunately, I believe Haxor's not going to be able to make it along today, so we'll just have to soldier on without him for now, and hopefully, well, there's a very small possibility he might turn up later, but I wouldn't count on it. But yes, energy. Hello, hello. Oh, I think I might hear my young nieces and nephews singing outside my room. So if you hear any strange sounds of children singing noises, then that'll be them. I also am here with my two cats. Slipper and Simba, his broski. I don't know if he's going to be here long term, but we'll see. They seem to be quiet for the time being, so again, apologies in advance if you hear the sounds of meow meow meows as this tournament gets underway. Solo Wolf, why do all my updates suck? Just wondering, wait, which updates of mine are you talking about, Solo Wolf? MC5 to Hacks, as I said. There isn't a whole lot I can do about Mob Crush. I would just watch on a different platform since all the other ones seem to be okay. We'd already tried restarting the stream from before. It seems to work very temporarily and then go back to not working, so I think it might be a Mob Crush problem. Predator Gaming, your mobile device internet is better than your Wi-Fi. That seems a bit strange, but I think I could understand certain circumstances where that could happen. Anyway, right, so in this first match, Cold Hearted, hailing from Iraq against Dusky, or Dusky, I guess Dusky from the USA. In the early going, it's looking like it's Bond, who I think is, oh, hopefully not going to die. There we go, 4-1 on with the BSW. Hey Joanne, good to see you've changed across platforms. Soloff, I'm streaming for Gameloft, but I am not a developer, so if you're talking about game updates, I'm afraid I don't have anything to do with them directly. Gamer HQ, there's nothing more you hate more than lag, Dread Eye, and Vice. Well, we'll see. As I've said before, Gameloft are very much aware, from what I've heard, that snipers are a bit of a problem at the moment, so while I don't believe there's balance changes in the upcoming updates, it's definitely on the cards. Solo Wolf, Iraqi Wi-Fi is very good. Interesting. I didn't know that. Cold Hearted, doing pretty well in the early going. Let's see if we can hop around and see. So I have no idea how to say this person's name. Maybe you guys can help me out. Let's see if we can find them. But Khalid, 5-1 so far with the lack. The stream in Mob Crusher stopped entirely. Oh dear. I've just reloaded and it seems to be working for me at least. So I don't know. But yes, if you're having problems with Mob Crush again, I would try a different platform. There isn't a huge amount I can do about it, I'm afraid. And to Hacksaw, you are you're feeding your 3-year-old cousin. Well, that is very civic-minded of you. We just missed Asta there, picking up a kill for Cold Hearted, but Dusky are the ones really tearing out into lead. You can see Tasha here leading the scoreboard. Actually running around with a pistol lock, looking to see if they can snipe off some low to high ground kills, which is a bit of an ask, but worth a try. Not going to land anything this particular time around as Panda picks up another kill for Dusky. And unfortunately, stepping out into the open proves to be less of a wise idea. His name is Jamil. His name means pretty boy. I always learn to take everything which people say in the chat with a grain of salt because people nearly always will disagree about an interpretation of something, but it's always fun to hear what people think. So Tasha gonna get things mixed up and take out Devo in those close quarters as it's looking like Dusky have pretty much got conversion on lockdown. Let's jump across to Asta on the other side, if we can find them. Ah, there we go. Taking down to 90% health. Jamil. Interesting. Yes, Gamer HQ. That's one of the ideas that I've passed across to Gameloft is I don't know when or even if it will happen, but we're going to see about doing an invitational, or at least I'm hoping to get set up an invitational where everybody plays the old school Modern Combat 5 classes and everybody also plays different classes from each other. Jamel means Arabic beautiful. I guess it's kind of one of those interpreting by context kind of deals. So I think everybody can be right. Isn't that wonderful? So Cold-Hearted struggling a little bit with 1 minute left to play. It's looking like Dusky have done enough here. Though Asta and Devo both picking up kills on the backside. I think Cold-Hearted have given too much ground to Dusky. Certainly if Hercho manages to get another kill, Khalid gets one more for Cold-Hearted. And Dusky's still just 2 away. Now make that 1 as Khalid does pick up one more kill. And there it is. First game to Dusky. And oh, apparently my iPad's still having the old dump me out of game thing. So anyway, we'll be back in 7 minutes time with the second game between Cold-Hearted and Dusky. So please do stay tuned and we'll be back soon. Ah, thank you, Joanne. I forgot to change that one over. So, welcome back to the stream. Game 2 between Dusky and Cold Hearted. It's looking like Cold Hearted have got a pretty good handle on this construction site. A big contrast from before. The Dusky, of course, will be looking to try and fight back as Panda wins that particular sniper battle. Yes, Gamer HQ, you would definitely have to get used to the lack. It's fairly ubiquitous at the moment as an exchange of gunfire. Still leaves the teams comparatively where they were before, though Asta does a nice job there. Let's see, where is Asta? One of these. There we go, 6-1 so far with the BSW. Very quick fire there onto Panda. A lot of this going to be down to managing to get the flank Haruni on the opposite side. Let's see what else Asta can find. Tasha and Bond both getting kills for Dusky, but the line of Cold Hearted firing from the high ground is still fairly effective, though Panda... Wow, Dusky just get a whole bunch of kills in a hurry. Roadshow is going to go up into close range and take out Khalid from the back. Yes, Pro Noob has that's a pretty good way of saying it. The lack is definitely the go-to in ESL. Asta is a professional. Well, Asta's doing pretty well so far, certainly. Dusky are catching up a little bit as the fighting seems to be breaking down into more vicious close quarters. Asta will pick up a kill there. Fighting from long range. He's going to clean up for Cold Hearted. Really nice stuff. 11-2 so far. Will get tagged but not actually taken down. Tries to go back, chance their arm, but that arm gets bitten off by Dusky. Still, Cold Hearted are looking pretty good as far as their chances are for evening up this series. They seem to have a very good handle on the sniper game here, and I think the relative openness of the construction site is playing into that. Now we'll just have a quick look and see where these guys will be headed for. If they will go to game 3, it'll be Scramble. Oh boy. So if Cold Hearted can win out here, since they've evidently got quite a lot of skill with a sniper rifle, Scramble seems like a very strong game 3 for them. So Dusky needs to do everything they can to stop that from happening. We haven't had a chance to even look at the bracket yet, but the winner of this particular series will go on to face our #1 seed, Destiny Red. So as tough as this match has been, as tough as this whole series has been, it only gets tougher from here. Joanne, you're no longer a fan of Asta? Oh, that's too bad. Let's check in with Tasha. Kind of doing fairly average so far. It's actually going to be Panda, 10-6, who's helping prop up Dusky's fortunes. Nice shot there across the entirety of the construction site onto Devo. Let's see. Predator Gaming, what are you talking about? I can't figure it out. Thank you, Weirdest Channel, for prompting the Nightbot to give me information. If you guys would like more fun at Nightbot commands, just enter in !command. I think it's command or commands to the chat, and it'll give you a link to all of the crazy stuff that Hacksaw has secreted away in Nightbot. You can see that Pro Noob's already found most of them. Anyway, back to the game itself. So, it's looking like Cold Hearted, yep, are going to win that one out. Despite Dusky coming back multiple times, we are going to be seeing a Game 3 between the two. Gosh darn it. Alright. We will be back in just 7 minutes or less with more Mortal Kombat 5. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome back to the stream. Dusky and Cold Hearted going head to head. Only one can secure their spot in the quarterfinals today and go up against our number one seed, Destiny, who will seize that destiny for themselves. ¿Cómo están todos? How's everyone doing? And bienvenido. Welcome back to the stream. Who do you guys think is going to win? Dusky or Cold Hearted? I can see there's some strong opinions about this already in the chat. Do let us know. Or do let me know. Dusky going to try and draw Cold Hearted out of their position. Nice capture point from Excel. Has a little bit of cover. Decides to break from it anyway. I think sensing there will be a lot of trouble incoming. Tornado Gaming and Ariana break up. Oh no, that's too bad. Well, I hope those team members manage to find safety as Asta gets taken out. It looks like Dusky have dominated this early round. So, for any of you guys who are new to Rush, it is best of 5. It is elimination style, so each round there's no respawns. Putting Cold Hearted in an extremely difficult position. And there we go, first round go across the Dusky. Joanne, you think Cold's going to win? Well, we shall see. Dusky looked pretty strong. MC5 to Haxel, thank you for sharing such detailed information about what you're doing over your lunchtime. It is truly enlightening. Ariana is such a sandwich. What? I don't even know what you guys are talking about anymore. Panda gets the first kill on to the Cold Hearted side, though gets traded back. A nice couple of grenades coming through there, but again we're in a situation Cold Hearted down to just 2 members against Dusky. I think it feels like the smart money are on Dusky right now, but Asta, the beloved and then despised of the stream in short order, manages to get the kill through Cold Hearted to try and even up the numbers. We have got Tasha coming in from the side. I think it's going to spot out Asta and will get the kill. I think that's going to spell the end. Oh, sorry, no, it wasn't Asta. Asta is going to be the one still alive, but not for long as Bond finishes the job. Nice pincer movement there from Dusky to make that an unwinnable trade. Now Cold Hearted have to win at 3 points in a row if they're going to make it through to the quarterfinals. Ah, MC5 to Hack Switch, your dinner time. Well, interesting. Dusky going to win? I think that is a fairly safe bet, Joanne, MC5 player. Pro Noob, you like ham and cheese sandwiches? Well, that's nice. Apparently, guys, that's the discussion today. What is your favourite sandwich? And how do you relate it to Modern Combat 5? I'll have to think about that one myself. That's a tough proposition. Cheese and pickle? Oh boy. John Smith? Of course you can get a shout out. Me old chummer. Joanne, I'm glad you're putting some serious thought into your Modern Combat 5 sandwich. Sam is a big sandwich. Oh, what? I don't understand this world anymore. That's actually even between the two. Asta, the one to land a kill there. But I think we are seeing Dusky. Let's see if we can figure out who's actually doing this. Moving in on the point. I think Bond. It's going to be the one to go through there. Joanne, MC5 player, what's your favourite movie and why? Oh boy, that's a tough question. I'm a big fan of the Lord of the Rings movie. Those are probably some of the best made movies. I don't know if I necessarily call them my favourite movie. There were a lot of movies I had growing up which I consider to be kind of favourite ones. It's looking like Dusky are actually going to win this one without Cold Hearted even doing anything. Oh no, of course, Dusky haven't actually captured the point as of yet. So no, even though the timer has reached, Cold Hearted are now going to be forced into action while the capture is ongoing. Rocho able to take out Deer, and it's looking like there's some proactive moves from the Dusky side as they almost wipe out Cold Hearted, reduced to a single member who can only look on as the relay is captured, and Dusky move forward to our quarterfinals. Our admin for today is Winter, and I'm just going to let him know. Alright guys, we'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to start up the first giveaway of the day, which will be, as always, on Twitch. So, please do get your entries in there. The details come up in just a few seconds. Welcome back, everybody. Bienvenido a todos. Fresh off their victory a little bit earlier on against Cold Hearted, which we saw just on the stream, Dusky back into it again. As promised, their prize for winning their first round is to face the toughest possible competition in the entire tournament, in the form of Destiny Red. Based on what you saw last time round, guys, do you think Dusky have got what it takes to take down our tournament favourites? Or are Destiny going to make an example of Dusky and show why they are number 1 seed coming into this? We will draw the Twitch giveaway winner at the end of this series, so please do stay tuned for that. MC5 Tax, I have talked to Redu about you getting your credits. I haven't received any firm answer as of yet. I will keep trying though. In the early going, Dusky looking pretty reasonable so far. Let's see, so Diari is the standout player in the early going 3-1, has some nice sidelines through, but actually gets nailed by Panda to keep Dusky in the competition. In the grand old tradition of passing across to the killer. Let's see what Panda's got for us. So Dusky, as a team, are kind of all coalescing around this particular corner of the map in front of Hangar 01. Working out for them pretty well so far. Actually getting a lead across onto Destiny is no small thing, as Cinema and Tasha both get kills to just a single one traded back. Grizzly, rocking the Grizzly icon, is up top but will get spotted out. Steps out of those close, safe confines. Dusky looking pretty good right now. Cinema continues to impress. But we'll get taken down by Sultan. MC5 Tracks, I don't know if you didn't hear me the first time round, but I have talked to Radu about your credits. I haven't gotten a solid answer as of yet, so I'm not sure quite what's going on with that, but I will keep looking into that for you. For any of weirdest, everybody's a winner. Huh. What the heck are you guys talking about bananas? You're freaking me out. Ah. Tasha takes out Diari. And Dusky, despite our expectations coming to this one, are still ahead. Cinema tries to go for the reset, doesn't quite manage to do it, while Panda getting things mixed up. Destiny picking up a whole load of untraded kills there, close the gap entirely. Destiny still with a lot of fight. Juan, MC5 player, we haven't drawn the Twitch giveaway winner as of yet. If that's what you were referring to, then you're not the winner as of yet, at least. John Smith, what can you put on a banana sandwich? Oh boy, all sorts of things. I know that if you are about to do some athletic stuff, you can do a banana and sugar sandwich to give you short and slightly longer term energy. Cinemas has Invictus. You think Dusky is an old team with old players but with a new name? I think that would make sense, considering we wouldn't expect a inexperienced team really to be able to hold pace with Destiny, which is what Dusky are doing so far. Well, that and actually staying ahead at times. Joanne, MC5 player, what did I forget? Please tell me. Lock up? I'm not sure what you mean. So if you bet I like bananas, who doesn't like bananas? They're real tasty good and stuff. Weirdest, so you being creepy? Oh boy, you found an upside down font. Let's see. Oh boy. Weirdest, I appreciate the effort you put into your trolling. Yes, I had to turn my head upside down to try and figure out what was going on there. My keyboard is reversing itself. Sure it is. Sure it is, Weirdest Channel. Appreciate you nonetheless. As Dusky trying to take shelter inside the hangar are behind at this point though, so Destiny will not with a huge amount of reason to risk anything with any kind of offensive push. Panda is sneaking around the side, I think almost but not quite finding a member of Destiny, just avoids getting tagged themselves on the backside of that one. Gonna try and fire as many bullets through, but Sultan is the one taking the slow and measured approach. Gets another kill through for Destiny. Cinema though gets some revenge. 14-11. Oh boy. Sky Mehmet, thank you for wishing luck on my banana. That sounds pretty weird. I'm not going to talk about bananas anymore because I have a feeling that there was an inevitability it would turn rude almost straight away. Juan, MC5 player, yes, it should be Destiny 0, Dusky 0, because this is a new round of competition. This is the quarterfinals, and I believe it's the first match, unless I've been misled. No, it definitely should not be Destiny 2, Dusky 1, because we're playing in best of 3, which would mean the match is already over. So, I don't know if I'm missing something here, Juan. But this is not a continuation of the match that we saw before. This is an entirely new match, which Dusky might well have managed to secure for themselves with that particular exchange of gunfire. Now, Destiny have shown they can step up when the pressure is on. That's when they tend to shine. Can Dusky hold on to the lead? No, they can't. Grizzly and Sultan both getting kills through. Cinema gets a trade kill back, but it's dead even. Bond gets one more before being taken out. We might even be going to overtime here. No, Destiny get the final kill in, and they take game 1. Wow, could not have been much closer than that. Well, guys, Solo Wolf, I'm glad that you managed to take the high road when it comes to your sense of humor. MC5 to Hacksaw. While I can appreciate you guys do like custom games, for the sake of my ability to keep on talking, I do need to take breaks between games. And with that said, we will be right back. At the end of this series, if it does go 2-0 to Destiny, at the end of this next game, we will be drawing our Twitch giveaway winner. So get your entries in while you can, and we'll be back with more Modern Combat 5 coming your way soon. Alright guys, we are back for game 2 of our quarterfinals between Destiny and Dusky. At the end of this series, our Twitch giveaway will be concluded. The first game being decided by a single kill in favour of Destiny. Dusky have impressed so far, but not quite enough to take a game off our #1 seed. First blood will fall into the hands of Sultan, but Destiny are not playing with all of their players. 4 against 5. Once Dusky realise, I think things may start looking bad for our champion's apparent Destiny. You can see that there is some support for the Dusky side in the chat. Juan, you haven't missed too much. We've just started game number 2 between these two teams. As Grizzly picks up a nice couple of kills there. Do you guys think Dusky are going to bring this back to a game 3? I feel like it's too close to call, especially considering that each time one of these teams manages to get a string of kills put together, then that tends to fall apart so quickly. Though Dusky actually getting 4 in a row there before one goes back into the pockets of Destiny. Wow. So, in this kind of close quarters brawling, Dusky came out of that one huge. 7 kills ahead. Make that 6 at the 5-minute remaining mark. Destiny still getting mixed up in close quarters with Dusky. Don't know if they can afford to do this, but Sultan does get a kill. And I think Dusky may be forced out of this defensive posture that's worked so well for them so far. Joanne, MC5 player, if you do win the giveaway, then I will announce it across all of the platforms in the chat. And verbally, so hopefully you should be able to be aware. And I'll give anybody who does win about 5 minutes or so to respond. So hopefully, even as long as you don't AFK the stream entirely, then you should be able to know if you win. MC5 Hacksaw, you're friends with the Destiny guys, but you like Dusky's play? Well, it's always good to see new players come in, or, as the case may be, old players under a new name. Welcome back, Weirdest Channel, from your brief time away. I can see that already, that you've literally learned nothing at all. But hey, I honestly didn't expect you to. Let's check in with Sultan, rocking the recon so far. Doing pretty reasonably, but nothing too crazy. We're taken out in the close quarters. So who's the person to be watching here? It's going to be Cinema. Rocking the heavy class right now. Keeping those death numbers down extremely low, and I guess puts pay to any idea that the only viable class on this map will be sniper style. I mean, I feel like it depends on what part of the map you're in, but certainly the LAT going to be extremely effective on the areas of conversion that are more corridor fighting, which would make sense that Cinema will be trying to stick to as best as possible. Dusky really cohering very closely together as a team. Let's see who's nearby. It's Sultan, who's just above the team, I believe. Oh no, actually no, just round to the side. I don't think they've been spotted out by Dusky. They are separated by a wall at the moment, trying to maybe find a way to break through and get to that back line. VTR Rohats, if you're having any account problems with Modern Combat Versus or Modern Combat 5, support.gameloft.com, and I'll put that in the chat. It's the place to go for account and technical issues. They should be able to get you sorted out. Unfortunately, I don't have any kind of sight of that myself, but they are pretty good. Tasha and Bond both getting more kills in for Dusky, who are really dominating this game too. If anything, it's looking like we're going to be very swiftly headed to a game 3. I think Destiny being down a player has really affected them very negatively. If that does remain the case for game 3, especially on elimination style, being down a player, as devastating as it is in team deathmatch, much worse on Rush where there's no respawns, and numbers matter enormously. One minute left to play. Dusky only need 5 kills. I don't think Destiny are within any real chance of getting back into this one, though they are still fighting. I think just a matter of time before Dusky locks this one away. Let's have a quick check and see where they'll be headed. I think Vantage will be the destination for that Rush game mode. So one more kill is going to do it. Will it be Harcho? Dropping down the slack and the grenades as well. There we go. 1 game apiece. We're going to game 3 and to Rush on Vantage. That will mean that the Twitch giveaway remains in place for the time being, so get your entries in while you can, and that will be drawn at the end of this series. So the end of next game, whoever wins. Alright guys, we will be right back in 7 minutes time. More Modern Combat 5 coming your way. Bienvenido a todos. Welcome back, everyone, to the decider game between Destiny and Dusky. Now, game 1, Destiny won by a single shot, a single kill. But Dusky, game 2, dominated. I think in large part due to Destiny being down a member. You can see there's a lot of support for Dusky in the chat. If they can take down our #1 seed here, they may well have gotten past who their toughest opponents in the tournament, at least on paper. We shall see who manages to land that first blood. Certainly Tasha getting tagged, but able to escape before things go too far out of hand. Hey, Killer Plus, how's it going? Hey Wilkins Vasquez, KOA, nice to see ya. Bienvenidos a todos. Yes, I'm trying to make use of my random phrases. Yes, I'm hoping for a gran juego, a great game this time round between Destiny and Dusky. It's currently just down to Tasha 1 versus 3, but can Tasha go in and punish that relay take from Dusky? I think they're way too far away to be able to intervene, but they have got a sight through, and that's exactly what Dusky were waiting for. They take their first point. I think they might have even gotten the relay at the end of it. La partida comenzará. I don't know quite how to say the point is next point beginning. I have to try and get some variations on these phrases so I can sort of learn them properly. But currently, Dusky, the red team, El Equipo Rojo, looking pretty good so far. MC5 to Haxel. I tend not to change around the hashtags too much, just because I've got a bunch of set texts that I use for these ones, but thank you for your suggestion. Wilkins Vasquez KOA, you heard some Spanish? Haha! Well, I try and learn myself some bits and pieces as we go and try and use them during the game. Looking pretty even so far. Kenisu gets the kill for Dusky to make it even, and gets a second one through as well. Very nice from them. Gonna be able to find the flank onto all of Destiny. Actually runs through the team. A little risky there, but Dusky get the job done, and that's point #2 for them. Wilkins Vasquez, that's a little weird, but I appreciate that you're enjoying the stream, even if you may have a few boundary issues. Yes, I'm in some delicious water. So Dusky looking pretty good here. They have taken out one member of Destiny already, though Kenisu, the hero from last time round, will get taken down by Bond. Relay area is being controlled by Destiny right now. If they can take that relay, that's an enormous advantage, and maybe a way back into this game, as long as they can hold their ground. There's only so many grenades to go around. Oh no, Killer, please, your water's not delicious, you have to process it. Well, I think honestly, here I should probably use a water filter as well, but I'm just not at the moment. I think we have got some hard water. So, to get back into things, Cinema picks up a kill there, and Destiny are back in the driver's seat. They've got hold of the central relay, so once time runs down, they will win. Now it's going to be down to Saras and Grizzly. Oh, well, now I feel like a dummy, because I realise I forgot to swap over the team names, and I've been saying the wrong thing this whole time. How silly of me. Alright, so I've corrected the team names. Fortunately, I don't think anyone noticed. So, let's re-establish ourselves. So, Dusky over on the blue side. I don't know quite how I missed that one. Destiny over on the red. So with Dusky winning that round, with control of the relay as well, means they can start getting back into this without having to deal with the extra stats that Destiny had accrued over those first 2 points. Let's see where those big spenders are. So it's Saras we need to be watching from the Destiny side. 4-1 so far on this BSW. As 2 kills come in for Dusky there. Now 3v4. Saras trying to go up to the top floor. Kenisu still doing some real nice work. But it's just down to 2-on-2. Relay capture is going through. Cinema walks right past the opposition and Saras takes out both of them. It's now 1-on-2. Hercho is nowhere near the point they need to get up there quickly. You can actually see the shadows on the floor there. I don't know if that was intentional. Can Hercho save the series for Dusky? They've done surprisingly well against Destiny here, giving them an awful lot of run for their money. But these stairs going to be a bit of a death trap. Destiny able to cover both angles. Hercho needs to make a move in the next 15 seconds or this is over either way. What are they going to do? Will they go up the stairs? Will they break somewhere else? Looks like the decision is going to be made for them otherwise. 5 seconds left to go. Hercho's got to go up. They've got to get contesting. They need to get that kill, but they can't manage it. They're standing there as Destiny take the round. Unfortunately, this does tend to happen in these particular kind of game modes. The players have very little experience playing on Rush and sometimes under pressure just don't know what to do. So a little bit of a disappointing end to Dusky's very strong initial performance, but that will mean that we can draw a Twitch giveaway winner. So our Twitch will be Go4MC5 player, dog tag and platform. So Go4MC5 player, if you can post your dog tag and a platform a ringo, then we'll get you all set up. And we just get all of our details set up as far as making sure everything's recorded for today. So as a result of that, Destiny beat out what which didn't expect to be, but turned out to be one of the toughest competition. We've got, of course, many more giveaways coming up. So, Joanne, I'll get to your dog tag and stuff in a minute. Weirdest channel, appreciate you continuing to troll. We'll be back with more Modern Combat 5 coming your way 7 minutes from right now.
Alright guys, we've got a little bit of time before our next game, so
if you'd like to show off your skills live on the stream in front of the whole freaking planet, then do come and join in ESL 123 or the global invite. Both will get you into the same game. I have my good friend Slipperino with me, which is why I'm going because he's just sent a bunch of hair into my face. We'll see what he has to say. Yes, bienvenido a todos. Welcome back, everyone. ¿Cómo están todos? How's everyone doing? We'll see if we can get ourselves filled up, or at least half filled up, with a game. I think we might actually have ourselves another match in just a second. Let's see. Just checking in who this can be. Oh, actually, it looks like we've got a semi-final between Vol Nation and Violence ready, so I'm afraid, guys, we'll have to jump out of this one. Sorry to disappoint, because we always do have to show the tournament games ahead of everything else. Let's see, but I'll try and get at least into that match as soon as possible, as some form of consolation prize. Right, just joining up now. So yes, it's Vol Nation versus Violence, who apparently this time are from Iraq. Well, there you go. That's what you get when you can just basically just choose whatever you want as far as your country in ESL. So hey. Alright, let's get everything sorted out for this. So this will be our first semi-final match. Pretty neat. Vol Nation versus Violence. And I'm not sure which side each team is going to be on as of yet, but we should be finding out fairly soon. I hear the sound of Simba at the door. Our Facebook giveaway is still ongoing. We will be tying up fairly soon though, because we're already into the semi-final stages, so we need to get going with our next giveaway before we get started properly. Oh, interesting. Well, there's a possibility that Haxon might be able to join us today. I think he's been messed around by daylight saving time. Let me just let in Simba to proceedings, so you can walk around saying meow meow meow, which of course is what we all need. Whew. Alright, 2 cats and possibly a hacksaw shortly, or maybe slightly longer, I don't know. We'll see if he's, I don't know if he's actually able to join us today or if he just came online. We'll see. Hopefully he'll be able to at least join us for the latter part of the tournament. So we'll just wait for the opponents of Vol Nation to show up, and we'll get that semi-final underway in just a little bit. Volveremos enseguida. We'll be right back. Bienvenido. Welcome. Vol Nation against Violence. First semi-final of the day. The Facebook giveaway will be over after this first game, irrespective of who wins. So Vol Nation or Violence, both could be your keys to victory. Hashtag quarterfinals over on Facebook if you want to enter in for that. We will be moving on to Mob Crush for our third giveaway after this game is concluded. Let's see if the nation can overcome Violence. Monica doing well in the early going, getting both of Violence's kills. I will put a little note into chat as a link to the everything there. But thank you, John Smith, for asking Nightbot. Oh boy. I am still covered in hair, so Axel might be joining us for today. It's still a little unclear. I think he has just gotten back from a long journey, so he may be a bit too tired. Sorry, I'm going to be spitting that cat hair out for a while. Bienvenido, Team Mobile. Good to see ya. Oh, hello, Slipper's on the move. So, extremely even between these two, which is more or less what we would be expecting. The other semi-finals, I think, is in the brewing. Destiny taking on Bang Esports. Should be pretty explosive as well, getting very much set up for great grand finals. Hopefully. Well, I think if both semi-finals are underway, there's a possibility that we may just go straight from this match into the finals itself. So, we'll be moving swiftly on those giveaways to make sure that all of them get done by the end of the stream. Yes, thank you for pointing out. I think they may have swapped when I wasn't looking. Yes, it's correct things. So, okay, so it's been relatively even, so it's not been too bad. Hey, Babblercat, nice to see you over on the Twitch platform. If you hear any high-pitched yelling, that will be my nieces and nephews running around. So I do apologise for that. And thank you guys for letting me know about the team colours. They should be all fixed up now. So, let me also just make sure I've got Vol Nation's name looking pretty, as Uno actually blows themselves up with a grenade. Interesting. Not what Vol Nation maps are hoping for, but they are still in the lead. They've got control of the central high ground of Vantage. 4 minutes left to play though, means anyone's game to grab for themselves. Let's see, who are the big scorers? It's going to be Spectra for the side of Violence. So, same amount of kills, same amount of deaths, a net increase only in the numbers. That kill death ratio needing to get improved as they go head to head with Drainic. Not gonna manage it. Vol are still in lead, and Vici gets a nice pick off right out of the spawn. 3 minutes 20 left to play. Perform is doing some nice work. Let's check in with them. Rocking the lack so far. Does get tagged and taken out by Uno. Vol still ahead by 2, a position they've remained in for quite some time. Perhaps an indicative of the style they've taken, which is very heavy trading. Not trying to necessarily grow that lead massively, but just make sure that they stay in the lead. Let's check back in with Monica. Working 9 to 5 so far, taking out Spectra to make it 10. Vol Nation looking pretty strong right now. Violence and Destiny, both the big American teams part of this tournament, and certainly favourites. The victory of Lord's team, as they are now a nation, from France, have been, honestly, a very, very good team for quite a long time. There was recently some interplay with the, I believe, Vol Nation taking one of the Destiny members. Oh no, sorry, I think one of the Violence members, Ra, won to form a team in the PC Cup. So a little surprising. Now they go up against one another. So I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure it was Raw 1. Maybe you guys can let me know if I'm misremembering, and if Raw 1 is a Violence or a Destiny player. Those two teams have gotten quite conflated in my mind, so I sometimes get a little confused as to who belongs to who. Uno picks up one more kill for VOL, as Drainic off-screen does the same. Monica continues to work their magic, jumping across the barrier. Is going to get the flankeroonie. I guess it ends up deploying the old trusty standby that is the knife attack, as Volnation look very, very good out of this game 1. Even though Slipper has wandered off, still cat hair everywhere. Caspier has been getting a couple of nice kills recently, but I think Violence may be too far gone at this point. Less than a minute left to play. Volnation only need 3 kills in that time. Trading, of course, going to be heavily encouraged here by the team's shot caller, as well pick up one more. Caspier keeps Violence in it, takes out Stress. Can they take out a third one? Will go in, taking out Drainic as well, but Volnation have done enough to secure them that game 1 win. Alright. Just going to let Winter know what's going on. So, our Facebook giveaway winner will be Madhu Solechka. I think that's MC5 to Hacksaw's mum's account, but either way around it, I will post it all over the place. So hopefully they will be there to post on Facebook to claim their credits. Give you 5 minutes or so to do so. The Madhu Solechka. I'm not even going to have a chance at pronouncing that in a vaguely appropriate way, but we will redraw if they do not post in the next 5 minutes or so. Alright, we'll be moving on to Mob Crush for our 3rd of the day. So, let me just get those details ready. And we'll get our second game between Violence and Volnation underway in just a few minutes. So please do stay tuned, and we'll be back soon. Welcome back, gentle friends, to our second match between the Vault Nation and Violence. Vault Nation with game 1 in hand and our Facebook giveaway over. Thank you MC5 to Haxel for getting your details in. We'll be swiftly moving on to Mob Crush for our third of the day. That will also be hashtag Semi. I'll just double check that's what I put in. Yes, hashtag Semi in it to the Mob Crush chat. So let's see what we've got for ourselves. Molika doing some exceptional work with the lag. As always, picking up an enormous amount of kills. Juan MC5 player, the credits usually take 2 or 3 weeks to go out. So unfortunately it's not an immediate thing. It all has to go through the game after counting process. So it does take a little while to get into your hands. So hold tight, but rest assured you will get your creditarinos. MC5 to Haxel, my Instagram is counterfeitcast, I believe. If you'd like to see pictures of my cats, because that's basically all I put up there. Alright, let's jump ourselves across to the other side of play. So Lunatic, who we've seen an enormous amount of in Mortal Kombat 5 esports, currently just 5 and 6. I mean, it's not a terrible record by any means. Going to be improved by finding that flank across onto Vol Nation. Need to cover your 6 o'clock position, or your back, as it's more commonly known. Lunatic will get taken out in close quarters by Stress, and Monica and Vichy both getting taken out as well. The Vol Nation and Valence looking pretty darn even in the early going. Lunatic, I think, might have even fallen behind the team. Yes, holy moly. Perillo on the Recon class is going to be leading the pack at the moment at 6-0. Almost single-handedly propping up Valence. Noegaki, thank you for your support. I'm still hoping we might see Haxel today. I think it's a little unlikely because I get the impression that he was feeling a little under the weather after his interstate travel. So we'll see. Hopefully, but I would assume that he's not going to. So anyway, Valence behind ever so slightly. But that lead is very easy to eradicate. We've got Perillo still yet to die in this game, thinking about being the first one into the Vol Nation lines. So we're going to keep the map up for the second, because it looks like we're going to have a multi-pronged attack coming in from Valence. Let's see how it works out from the other side of the equation. Dranic is ready and waiting. We see the first sight between the Nation and Valence. And Valence pick off a kill. Hugely important for them. And Lunatic gets another kill through as well. Does get tagged on the backside of that one, which means Vol Nation will come out of that trade oh so slightly ahead. John, Survive Monica, you're a monster. That is an apt description if I ever heard one. 8-4 so far in this game. An extremely strong member of Vol Nation, who seem to be content to take shelter in the Egyptian statue room right up at the north of the map, with good old Anubis watching over proceedings. Vol Nation, 2 minutes 20 left to hold on to this lead. I imagine we're going to be seeing another offensive move planned out here by Valence as they pick up one kill. And it looks like they're going to go in for a second perform, able to go through, tag that first kill. Monica does get one back, but the backs of Vol Nation may have been broken here. Dranic able to take out Fuzdi, but Valence are still in the lead. Perillo still not died as of yet. 8-0. Crazy good stuff fighting close quarters. Uno taken out. Valence seizing the lead for themselves. Bear in mind that Valence needs to win this game, otherwise they are out of the tournament. Fighting around the museum entrance is going to reward Valence with even more kills. Oh boy, this match is so exciting. I need to have a drink of water. Now it's hard to tear my eyes away from Perillo because I'm not super familiar with the name, but is having an incredible performance in this game. Valence only ahead by 3, but that may be all I need. Uno drops right onto Perillo's face and fills their life with knives. I've never seen someone do that before. That was pretty neat. Usually jumping over and landing on somebody else is a death sentence, because you can't fight while you're dropping down, but I think just got kind of lucky there and able to give the first death over to Perillo. 3 kills thanks to Monica just there, stepping up into the breach. But Vol Nation gonna need to do something special if they want to take this one and secure this series on the museum. Valence still ahead by 2. Caspia and Uno trading across. Valence still ahead. Perform. Gonna get one more kill through. Gets tagged. Doesn't get taken down. And Caspia gets Dranic as well. Nation still behind. picking up a couple of kills, but the trading is definitely favouring Violence Perform and Lunatic, both pouring through the damage. Fizzed, going to be the victim of an airstrike, but that's all she wrote. We are going through to a Game 3 between Vol Nation and Violence, coming your way very soon. We will be stopping our Mob Crush giveaway once the Grand Finals get underway, so we'll at least have half of that equation at the end of this particular game. So stay tuned and we'll be back with more Modern Combat 5 coming up soon. Oh, hello.
What have you got a headphone on?
Welcome back, everybody. Bienvenido a todos. Let's get things going on. For Violence versus Vol Nation, one game apiece means we are heading to Rush on the streets. La partida comenzará. The match will begin right now. Let's see who's going to get the first blood. Monica, the hatchet of the Vol Nation, almost gets taken out in the early going. That would have been devastating. Uno is going to be the one to take that first bullet instead. Vol Nation on the move, still keeping it as a unit, but don't want to try and fight without some kind of mitigating factor for Violence's superior numbers. You can see Caspier looking to try and get into a sniper battle. There's infinitesimally small area to fight through. Caspier gets tagged, just able to get away as Perform gets a kill back. Caspier again. Vol are getting so close to getting so many of these kills, but they are not managing it, and Violence are dominating this first round. Stress does get one kill, but he's 1 against 4. And that will be it. Vol Nation lose the first round. Can Vol come back? Well, with the power-ups accrued by Violence in the first round, which they got to hold on to because most of their teammates survived that game, Vol Nation are now in a more troublesome spot. Zero Abric, if you'd like to see some more Modern Combat Versus, definitely send messages through to the Facebook page or to the Twitch Modern Combat page and encourage them. I think there will be some Modern Combat Versus stuff starting up relatively soon. I don't have any definite details on that as of yet, but that's definitely, they are, I believe, gonna have a spectator mode at some point, so these kind of tournaments will be a possibility. Joanne, MT5 player, hey, good to see ya with the old fish face. Again, Mob Crush giveaway. Yeah, Mob Crush giveaway will be concluding after this particular Rush game is over. Uno manages to pick up a kill there. And a second one, charges out on 35% health, maybe a little bit carried away there. The Nation still going to have the numbers advantage, and they equalize this mini best of 5 series. Alright guys, let's hear some support in the chat. Is it Violence? Is it Vol Nation? Which one of these two teams is going to our grand final today to face off against Destiny Red? We can confirm at this stage that Destiny Red did beat out Bang Esports in their first round. And so, in the semi-final round. And, oh, I do apologize, I'll be right back just a second. Sorry about that, guys. My sister's cat needed to be retrieved, and I was the only person who could do it. So, what's happened in my absence? Vol Nation up 3 players to 1. It's all going to be down to Perform, and Perform will fall short against multiple members of Vol Nation. So, this is looking pretty good for the guys from Vol. the French team against against Violence, who are listed as Iraqi this time round. I've learned to ignore what Violence put as their country because they seem to change it every single week. So hey, but do you guys think, can Vol Nation do it again? Certainly Monica landing that first kill is going to make a big old difference to things. Let's have a look and see. So, not one of the better Vio members taken out in the early going, but that's going to be... Oh, actually Perform from the side of Violence was nailed second by Monica. Could really limit their chances. Perillo's doing some nice work, but perhaps not nice enough. Gets chased down by the Nation and put in the ground. Vol Nation will be joining Destiny Red in our grand finals. Our Mob Crush giveaway is therefore over. And we will draw our winner right now. Whew. Que Gran Juego. What a great game. And I'm hopeful that our grand finals will be great as well. So, let's have a look. Our Mob Crush winner will be Shubham Agarwal. So, Shubham, if you can post your dog tag and platform, you will become our Mob Crush winner. Just going to note you down. We will be starting our YouTube giveaway in just a few moments, so stay tuned for that, and we'll be back. More Modern Combat 5 and a grand finals coming away just 7 minutes from now. Alright guys, our grand finals are getting started up shortly. But if you'd like to show off on stream, if we get the time before our grand finals gets underway, which is about a 50-50 chance, then do come and join in ESL123, the pass key to show off your skills before the world and history. Will you be the one to shine the brightest in the dark? Or will you fall victim like all the others? Come join in! Passkey or global chat, 2 ways to enter in, 2 ways to seize your fortune, and perhaps make a name for yourself live on stream. But you'll need to get in quick, because we will have to abandon ship as soon as our grand finals are ready. Welcome! A DMZ member. I think they actually are a tournament player as well, that's pretty neat. See if we can get a few more of you guys in. Alright, we've got 2, but we need at least 1 on each team. There we go. Joanne, welcome back. Bienvenido. Venido? I tried to do it from memory and I didn't quite do it. Bienvenido. Oh, bienvenido. A todos. Alright, let's see. If we get 6 people, we'll get the game started. I think we may be... Okay. So I'll start it now because we've got ourselves a grand finals game 1 password, and thus we cannot waste any time at all. Joanna MC5 player asking me what my name is. I maybe am misunderstanding the question because it seems like you just used my name. Cartoon World, the update for Android will be next week, so anytime between Monday and Friday. Hopefully it'll be towards the beginning of the week rather than the end, but we don't know. Alright, I'll leave you guys to it, because we've got to get ready for that grand finals. We'll be jumping into lobby with those guys in just a second. Hope you guys have fun in the custom game, ESL123. You can still join in even if it's not being on stream, and I imagine you guys will probably be able to get that one done by the time we get started with these finals, so hey, why not? Why not indeed? Alright. We will BRB with the lobby in just a couple of minutes, hopefully. And so it begins. Our grand finals between Destiny and the Vol Nation. It all begins here on the rooftops. Best of 5. Go4MC5 player, the update and the Android Championships are both next week. Drainic takes one of those first early kills. Actually spreading things out a little bit. Stress going to find another target. Nice shot there onto Grizzly. Vol starting things out strong, taking possession of this top part of the rooftop. Managed to get some nice pick-off kills. Stress all the time in the world, but Monica the one to actually go through and take some of those kills from the back. Saras gets some nice shots down to keep Destiny in contention. Vol remain in the lead despite all of that. Let's see, it is going to be actually Drainic, very slightly stronger performance for Monica up until the very moment we dared mention it with this breath. Still 3 ahead for the nation. Sultan the one to pick up the kill there before being Saras traded back straight away. Let's check in with Sultan, who has the extremely shiny lack. Boy, that is got some nice old shine on it. MP5 to Hacksaw. I would normally do a custom game afterwards, but I'm afraid I am super freaking tired. So maybe next time instead, but thank you for the suggestions. One more kill coming through courtesy of Stress, taking the shot from the floor of the roof. A strange combination of things. Stress and Monica getting kills there through for the nation as Stress continues their path, their rampage of terror. Vol really picking up ahead of steam. Let's see if we can find some of the actively involved members. See, Uno's about to run into trouble. We'll get immediately cut down by Grizzly, who's able to at least establish some outside presence for the Destiny side. Kenisu and Saras both getting kills through. Maybe a bit of a resurgence on the cards for Destiny's red team. It's Grizzly hunting for another target, taking some shelter behind some of these packing crates. Throws a grenade up high and manages to just finish off Witchy with a little bit of help from Diari coming in from the back to make sure that at least if that kill was traded, it would not impede Destiny further. Destiny still behind at the 3 minutes remaining mark. Drainic continuing to be a very solid performer. The Vol Nation taking over the corridors that litter the lower half of the rooftops. Far away from prying eyes, able to ply their craft. Drainic going to be firing through the fog. Interesting to not see any of those thermal scopes which are so popular on this map with the fog kind of impeding long range vision. Vol still looking good here as Monica and Stress look like they're going to spawn. I don't know, it looked like they were spawn punishing from where they were, but actually still dominating the lower floors here. Each of these corridors a complete death trap for Destiny to even try and approach. And it looks like Destiny might have even given up on that idea. Being behind by 12 means that we need to see an absolute miracle. And it's those miracles seem to be in short supply, or perhaps not. Kenisu does manage to break through, gets cut down by Uno, but maybe enough has been done to break Volnation's grip on this game. It's a pretty tall order to come back at this point, but it's not completely out of the realms of possibility. However, there's a degree of trading going through here. It's very hard to get kills without at least risking death for your teammates, and do that 8 more times, Volnation will take the first game of the finals. Now 5 kills away thanks to Uno, who's been methodically picking off kills during the course of this game. 8 and 10 so far, a very workhorse performance. I think Monica's always going to be the one to take the lion's share of the spotlight, but Drainic on the upper levels of the rooftop looks like Volnation more than willing to take some unfavourable trades to end out this game just a little bit quicker. Of course, I say that, Volnation are actually the ones on top of the roof, giving them the high ground advantage, as old Anakin learned to his cost. Stress moving in with Monica to try and just find that elusive last kill, and there it is. Only by 6 kills in the end, but Volnation have taken the lead in our grand finals. Alright guys, we will be bringing you that game 2 as soon as it's ready. YouTube giveaway is ongoing, and we'll be back very soon. Welcome back, one and all, for our second game of our grand finals. Bienvenido a todos. Oh, ¿cómo están todos? How's everyone doing? Let's get this grand finals game 2 underway. Vol Nation look pretty good in their first outing, but Destiny have got every chance of bringing this one back, not wasting any time at all, getting stuck right in. Drainic getting nailed, and Destiny even fighting with a 4-person squad find themselves in an early lead. Nice to see you too, Go4MC5 player. Destiny, wow, doing actually extremely well in the early going. Grizzly taking out Chen but getting traded back immediately. Vol Nation, I think perhaps not able to take advantage of the numbers in the early going, and now all 5 of the Destiny members are here. We'll see what the big names on Vol can match up against Destiny. Losing out a second game in the best of 5 series can be pretty disheartening, to have that momentum from game 1 and have it to be cruelly snatched away. Can really definitely gets to a team pretty heavily, even more than losing out that first one. Yes, 75 Haxel, that is a good point about Devon not being a part of the Destiny team. I had a bit of a check-in. It doesn't look like Destiny have got Devon listed on the Destiny Red team, just on Destiny Blue, so I don't know kind of all the details there, but that's, yeah, it's a good point. As Vol pick up a nice couple of short range kills, Drainic snap firing the second a target presents itself, gets almost taken down, but you can see how even a small amount of extra health can be extremely useful. Drainic taken down to absolute minimums. Juan, you're going to make a squad? That's great. I'd love to see you take part, and hopefully let's get to stream you another week. Which tournament would you be making a squad for, is the question though. Drainic gonna run headlong in, but it's actually Stress who finalizes the kill. Destiny are still ahead themselves. Let's see, where are these numbers coming from? It's gonna be Huncho, who we saw hunch behind some boxes in the early going, but the sneaky beaky style working pretty well on the street so far. Destiny have maintained this lead for a while. And Osiris takes out Monica. We've got the potential for it to get worse. Brutal close quarters fighting. Keeps those kills aflowing. 4 minutes left to play, but only 21 kills for Destiny. Make that 20 before they cross the fabled 50 kill mark. Let's check back in with Huncho, the Hunched, who's going to find a member of Vol trying to go for that melee kill. So powerful, one-on-one, such a liability when someone else is there to make the punish. So, let's see, for the side of Vol, it's going to be Drainic really providing most of the momentum heading forward. 14-6, a very, very strong performance. Will get tagged there. But Vol are... Well, I was going to say, I thought they were closing the distance, but actually they're not. It's remaining pretty consistent that Destiny are ahead by 3 or 4 points for quite some time. Grizzly and Salted doing some nice work, though Monica does get a flank around. Manages to trade themselves for 2. But that gap, the everlasting 3 kill gap or even greater, still remains. As we head past the 40 kill mark, it's going to become even more important. Vol need to get some really clean kills here. But what they're getting right now is just some trades which are not going in their favour. Hunch the Manhunter, yes. I think that is a fair description. Vol starting to become a little bit desperate here, and I don't think that's going to work out very well at all. Destiny, so very close to tying up this series. A nice series of kills there from Vol. Chen dropping out, but Vol catching up in a hurry. Can they turn this one around? It's gonna be a little tight here. As Vici doing some real nice work on the sniper. 2 more kills. Where is it gonna land? Destiny get one. Will they get the second? They will. And Vol, so close to making that comeback there and securing that second game, would have been massive for them. But they'll have to be satisfied with second place this time round. 1 apiece. Please do welcome as well, it's Sylar X who is joining in as our admin for today alongside Winter. Sylar, learning the ropes and making sure we get everything sorted out. So if you catch them in the chat, please do say hi. YouTube giveaway will run till the end of this series, which will be at least 2 more games at this point. So stay tuned. We'll be back soon with Game 3 of our Grand Finals. Bienvenido a todos. Welcome back, everyone. Game 3 takes us to the confines of the museum. Who shall triumph? What shall we learn along the way? Destiny versus the Vol Nation First Blood. To Uno. Excuse me. First Blood. Last time round, when these two titans of Modern Combat 5 clashed, Vol almost managed to come back from a big old deficit, but Destiny sealed that game 2 away, much like the sarcophagus. Within this museum, secrets and lies it contains, and also the history of a generation. MT5 to Haxel. I had quite a large meal literally immediately before starting the stream, but thank you for your concern for my food needs. I have a feeling there's a much cleverer way of saying that, but I'm not sure what it is. Like sartorial is for fashion, I feel like there's a... relating to food. Gastronomic, I guess, would be. Anywho, right, let's focus back in on what we are doing. 7 apiece between Destiny and Vol. Keeping it pretty darn even so far. Monica doing a nice job in the early going. Weirdest channel. As amusing as I find your nonsense, I will need to start timing you out more if you're actively misleading people about the giveaway. Let's see, where are those numbers landing? So it's Sultan this time, the big player for the Destiny side, 6 and 2. Ooh, that's a bit unfortunate, getting caught out by Vol Nation while still regenerating from the previous encounter. I guess sustenential needs would be another way of putting it. I don't know if that's actually a real word, but it sounds clever, and really that's what I'm looking for here. Anywho, let's see. So, Draenic leading the pack over on the Vol side of things, dropping the lack. Won't be getting the sack because... oh man, that's an easy rhyme and I can't even think of one. Diari with a nice pick off kills. DC to OxyD. It's a little unclear exactly when the update is coming for Android. It's next week, so it could be any time from tomorrow up until Sunday. So I would just keep on playing, and when it comes out, you will know because it should tell you to update it. So don't worry too much about it. MC5 to Haxel, you are correct, we haven't seen any Bull Nation or Armed Brothers for a while. I think that might be due to some team reorganisation rather than... because the team numbers aren't dramatically different from what was in them before, but maybe they know something I don't. Bull Nation falling behind a little bit. Let's see how the map is playing out as Stress and Monica and Draenic all get kills for Vol Nation. Let's drop across to Draenic. Still, I believe, the score leader for Vol. Yep. Though going to have to share some of that space with Monica. Both of them doing extremely well. The star players, beyond any doubt, for Vol Nation, who are ahead by 3 as we close past the 2-minute mark. Draenic manages to get a beautiful flank through to cut down additional members of Destiny. That firing line reacting just in time. Even a moment's more hesitation could have been disastrous. Vol Nation seem to have got hold of this last part of the game as they cruise towards the 50 kill mark. Diari and Sultan though doing some real nice close up work. Kill now please. My understanding is that when somebody gets when the people are overloading, I believe that's when they get shot but don't die, and then they can, if they kill someone in melee, they get to come back to life again. Alright, Vol Nation sees themselves game number 3 and the momentum in this best of 5. We'll be back with that 4th game in just a few minutes. YouTube entries will be closed when this series is done. So, we'll BRB. Hope you'll join us for Game 4 of the Grand Finals. Alright guys, sorry for keeping you hanging around for so long. Especially so close to the end of the tournament. It seems like the Vol players having a little bit of a connection issue. And that might continue here, as it looks like only 4 of them have connected. We'll see if that 5th Vol member will get back in. So, let's see, who is it going to be? Ooh, I think that's going to be... Oh man, I'm suddenly drawing a blank as to the 5th Vol member. Let me have a quick check on who that's going to be, because they are... There we go, Drainic. Yes, so Drainic, one of the best performing members of Vol Nation, I think isn't going to be part of this game. So this could easily open the door for Destiny's red team to turn this grand finals around and end up with them taking it game 4 and 5. We shall see how well Vol stand up not only as a 4-person unit, but as a heavily diminished squad skill-wise. Yes, it's either Drainic or Master. I believe Drainic was the one playing today. But we shall see. We shall see. I think if memory serves correctly, it's Drainic who's the one who's not actually here. Vol Nation actually doing remarkably well considering the circumstances. I feel like Vol Nation have to be very proactive here to make sure that Destiny can't bring their numbers to bear. Monica will finally go down to the Sultan, swinging in for an extra point. But for all that, Vol actually get themselves into the lead. Uno runs right past and gets eliminated. We shall see. We shall see. Pro New Gameplay is not a fan of the automatic sniper rifles. Certainly, it's popular for a reason. It's strong and relatively straightforward to use. I do agree that automatic sniper rifles do seem like a strange idea. Bolt action certainly much more traditional when it comes to the sniper approach, but we will see how Game Loft end up handling that particular conundrum. So Huncho, famed for their ability to hide behind things and get kills, not gotten a kill so far, and in fact will be taken out by Stress. Let's drop in with them as they fall down in front of the Sultan. Monica, one of the players, well, the other main player we're expecting to perform well for Destiny, will take out Saras and keep that lead in place for the Vol Nation. Bear in mind, guys, that Vol Nation already have 2 games completed, even without their 5th member. If they can close out this game before on conversion, they will be our champions of the day, even with that diminished roster. Can they do it though? Let's drop in with Grizzly, doing a pretty good job so far. Going to be using that good old Slack to secure a kill. The heavy class emerging here to provide just a little bit of variety. Diari helps finish off Monica, but Vol Nation off screen, well, I say this, seem to be picking up an awful lot of kills. The kill ratio is really rocketing up here in this 4th game of our grand finals. Vol now ahead by 6. I'm honestly not even sure how this is happening, but the numbers do not lie. Who's the one getting these kills? I guess Monica is really going to have the strongest individual performance. I'm wondering if it's just because there's less members of Vol around, and just somehow or other they are stopping Destiny from really dogpiling them, which is what you'd normally expect to see under these kind of circumstances. Thierry and Uno mix things up in close quarters. Uno going to be able to get a flank on the other side. Gets the free shot, does get the kill. Can they make it into a second? Yes, well, rather, Monica the one to take the kill credit, but Uno setting up the pins. Monica will get tagged, tries to go in for the reset, won't quite manage it, but Vol keeping up the pressure. Vici and the other members of Vol Nation really stepping up alongside Monica to bring the pain. Destiny seeing a very strong individual performance from Grizzly, who's kept the death numbers down, and of course who dies the very moment we even begin to mention the concept. But despite everything... Oh, that was a terrible time to switch camera. Apologies, guys. Despite everything, Vol have crested the 40 kill mark. They are racing towards that 50 kill limit. And unless Destiny change up something pretty darn dramatic, this is going to be Vol Nation's tournament. Those €100 will be headed towards their bank accounts. And I'm sure a night of celebration will be in order if Vol Nation can get 3 more kills. There's 2 right then and there. 1 pistol, 1 shot, and Vol Nation down to 4 members have done it. That is honestly astonishing. Commiserations to an extremely hard fought finals from Destiny. I have to think, if anything, that last game was just a real example of how you just can't predict Modern Combat 5 at the best of times. And I think when you're on a team like Destiny who expect to win under those circumstances, you know, with Vol Nation losing one of their best players, when you start to fall behind, I think maybe that can affect the mentality. But we've still got the Nightbot to roll those bones. So Simon Kesey, if you are still around, I'm going to have a look through and see if you are. Simon Kesey. We'll give you 2 minutes to respond on the YouTube, and then we'll go to somebody else. But Simon Kesey, if you are still around, I'm not seeing you. I don't think you've posted for quite a long time, so you may not still be here. But Simon Kesey, we have a little bit of room to work with. Whew. All right, guys. So coming up in terms of Modern Combat 5, because we are done with this one today. We've got Android coming up next Saturday with the iOS blue and red following that. I do believe there's going to be some attempt to bring in the monthly finals on that weekend, but that's yet to be confirmed. So don't take that as gospel by any means. But that's certainly what I'm hoping will be the case, because that's kind of what works in my schedule and Axel's as well. We'll see what kind of works out. MP5 to Haxel, I did announce the winner verbally. You might have missed it, but I will do so again. Simon Kesey, we've got another 30 seconds or so to respond before we end up redrawing. We do give only a short amount of time for this last giveaway, just because we want to get the stream done and dusted, rather than giving people, say, 5 minutes each time, because we would be here for quite a long time, potentially. Nightbot, unfortunately, does sometimes choose people who have long left the stream. But that's, to be honest, that's always a problem. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright, Simon Kesey, unfortunately, your time has run out, so our new winner will be USA Gamer. USA Gamer. If you could post your dog tag and platform, hopefully you are still around. Oh man, Simon Kesey, you literally responded like 2 or 3 seconds after it was redrawn. I do apologise, Simon Kesey. That is unfortunate. I'll tell you what, because it was so close, I will take your details as well, because I don't want the end of the stream to be a feels bad moment. So USA Gamer and Simon Kesey, if you could both drop your details through, and I'll get you put in. So Simon, yep, got your details there. Just need the ones from USA Gamer. If USA Gamer's not here, then that kind of works out, as far as not having to give out more than expected for today. Okay, there you go, USA Gamer. Alright, so got both of your details. You will both be the recipient of 400 credits. Thank you guys for watching. We will be back next week on Saturday, though keep your eye on the Modern Combat 5 page, because things may change with the finals being planned for that weekend. So, you know, things could end up being vastly different. We may even end up starting on Friday, given how many tournaments we kind of try to stuff into one weekend. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. Please do drop a like across to the moderncombat.com/ the facebook.com/moderncombat page. My name's been Peter Counterfeit Hartnell. You can find me at Peter Counterfeit Hartnell Shoutcaster on Facebook and at CounterfeitCast on Twitter. There's also, of course, the Modern Combat at Modern Combat on Twitter. So Simon Kessie and USA Gamer got both your details. For now, we'll say goodnight. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening, morning, whatever time it is, wherever you are. But for me, it's goodnight and goodbye.